Nonprofit boards are meant to protect your mission, but if they're not engaged, they could actually put your entire organization at risk. Hi, I'm Teresa Clark, and I'm a seasoned CPA with over 30 years of experience serving 501c3 nonprofits. I've experienced both as an external CPA doing audits and an internal CFO to organizations. And I'm here to serve you. So you can learn more by going to teresaclark.com. Your nonprofit board isn't just a group of volunteers lending their time. They're the guardians of your mission, the ones with the most powerful tools to help you demonstrate accountability, transparency, and good governance. But what happens when the board isn't fully engaged or doesn't understand its responsibility? Even well-intentioned board members can become actually major risks if their duties are overlooked. Let's break down how common board pitfalls can threaten your organization's credibility and what you can do to avoid them. Mistake number one comes in the form of lack of clarity about roles and responsibilities. Your board is responsible for the big picture, for overseeing your mission, safeguarding your assets, and ensuring that you have legal and ethical integrity. But too often, board members aren't entirely sure what that actually means from day to day. So picture this. A new board member joins with enthusiasm, but has no real orientation. They don't know what they're actually supposed to do, and they're even unaware of their fiduciary duties. Fiduciary what? Yeah, they don't know, right? And they don't realize that they're responsible for reviewing financials and asking tough compliance questions. What's the result? Well, important oversight is going to fall through the cracks. You might miss some deadlines. Key decisions are going to go unchallenged. And if donors start asking questions, you might find yourself scrambling to explain how things have slipped through the cracks. Mistake number two, infrequent or ineffective communication. Board engagement thrives on connection, but many nonprofits fall into the pattern of sporadic meetings, last-minute updates, and surface-level conversations that don't actually dig into the critical issues. I've seen this all too much in the boardroom. Here's an example. Maybe the board meets quarterly but doesn't get timely financial reports, or the reports are so just dense in volume and they're just too difficult to understand. Or maybe those updates come only when there's a crisis. Well, without regular and meaningful communication, board members can't provide the oversight that your organization needs. And without that oversight, your organization risks falling out of compliance and, most importantly, risks making decisions that don't align with your mission and your obligations. Mistake number three is failing to provide ongoing education. Now, nonprofit governance isn't static. Regulations change. Best practices evolve, yet many boards don't receive any continuing education beyond their initial orientation, if they even had one of those. So what's the danger? Your nonprofit could be operating on outdated assumptions and miss critical updates that could really affect your success. So imagine a situation where state fundraising laws have changed, but no one on the board is aware, and the organization keeps soliciting donations without the proper registration. Well, what's the penalty? It could include fines, loss of the ability to fundraise, and most importantly, it's going to harm your reputation. In the description of this video, there are links to resources I've developed to help you better equip and educate your board. Check out the description for links to my board financial literacy assessment and my playlist on financial training for nonprofit boards. So here's the solution. Strengthen your board with engagement so that they can lead well financially. How do you turn your board from a compliance risk into an actual asset that brings value? This is where Fractional CFO services can help transform and make a difference. We help educate your board, making sure members truly understand their financial oversight and fiduciary duties. We provide clear and actionable financial reports that help your board to use them so they can ask those good, smart questions and then make very long-term, well-informed decisions. We help create a rhythm of communication between your leadership team and your board that's going to keep governance strong and keep these priorities top of mind. Now, I know your board actually wants to help. That's why they're there. So with the right support, they can fulfill their responsibilities with confidence, and your nonprofit can actually start demonstrating the highest levels of stewardship. Let's talk about how Fractional CFO Services can empower your board to protect your mission, keep your organization compliant, and make you more strategic, future-focused in your decisions. You can reach out to us through my website, teresaclark.com. And if you found this video helpful, you can let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing to receive weekly videos just like this on nonprofit financial topics for leaders like you. If you're hungry for more, you can browse the channel for over 150 videos on nonprofit finances. And lastly, if you feel you'd like to book a one-time consultation with me, you can do so at my website, teresaclark.com. That will help us address any specific question unique to your situation. I look forward to serving you.